dear girl viewers, you are with me Shruti Magesh. I hope you are good. In the last video, we looked at the top 20 questions of dealers in human health and diseases. Now, in this video, let us look at the answers for those questions and as well look at the leaderboard in the last minute. Now, let us look at the first question. The transplantation of tissues or organs fail often due to the non-acceptance of the patient body. Which type of immune response is responsible? So transplantation generally refers to the transplant or the transfer of tissues or organs from one person's body to another person's body. So this usually constitutes the cell as well. So the tissues, cells together form tissues. So this can be easily answered as cell-mediated immune response. So this is the answer for this question. So the transplantation of tissues or organs fail often due to the non-acceptance of patient body, and cell-mediated immune response play important role in this rejection. So the organ rejections are usually made by the T cells. I already said this. To know more about this, I will give the playlist and this video in the description box. Check it out. Now let us look at the second question. Which of the following sets of the disease is caused by bacteria? We have cholera and tetanus in option A, typhoid and smallpox in option B, tetanus and mumps in option C, herpes and influenza in option D. Here in option A we have cholera. So cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae, while tetanus is caused by Tetanus tetani. Here typhoid is caused by bacteria. Here, in option A both diseases are caused by bacteria, while in option B typhoid is caused by bacteria, while smallpox is a disease which is caused by virus. Now in C we have tetanus which is caused by bacteria, while mumps is caused by virus. And herpes is caused by virus, while influenza we have both bacterial influenza as well as viral influenza. So one should be cautious that while looking at the typhoid we should not choose that option. So it might have the other option caused by other pathogens as well. So you should be cautious about these options. So option A is the right answer, that is cholera and tetanus or the bacterial diseases. Now let us look at the third question. Which of the following immunoglobulin does constitute the largest percentage in human milk? Here immunoglobulins are the antibodies. So antibodies are the Y-shaped molecules. So these together constitute the humoral response. So we have IgE, that is immunoglobulin delta, IgM, that is immunoglobulin beta, IgA immunoglobulin alpha, and IgG immunoglobulin gamma. Here IgG is can have the ability to pass through the placenta from mother to fetus. This is how it takes place, while IgM, this is actually the primary one which is produced in the body of the baby after the birth, while here IgD help in these immunoglobulins. Now we have only one option, that is IgA. IgA, that is immunoglobulin alpha, is the only immunoglobulin which is present in larger amount in the mother's milk, that is the colostrum, the yellow fluid which is important for the newborn baby and provides all the immunity for the newborn. Now let us look at the fourth question. Which of the following virus is not transferred by the semen from an affected male? Here we have HBV, that is the hepatitis B virus, while HIV is human immunodeficiency virus, here chikungunya virus, and D is Ebola virus. Here hepatitis is transferred through semen, HIV is also transferred through semen, while here chikungunya virus, so this is a pathogen of the disease chikungunya. Chikungunya virus, this is actually the flavivirus. It is nicknamed as chikungunya virus so that it can be easily remembered. So here chikungunya virus is a pathogen of the chikungunya, while Ebola virus, the people or the newborn babies suffer from this Ebola in the African countries. So it is also transferred through semen. Now let us look at the fifth question. The active entamoeba histolytica feed on. Active entamoeba histolytica. I have already given the answer in my video, that is that the Entamoeba histolytica produce a enzyme known as cytotizin, so which ruptures the mucosal lining of the intestine. So this is responsible for the mucus clots in the stools. So here this feeds on the mucous membrane. So this is the answer. Now mucous membrane of the intestine. So while looking at the option, you should know about this and the enzyme which is produced by this Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica is a pathogen which causes the amoebiasis. Now let us look at the first question of one-word answers. So these are MCQ questions. So in CBSE AISSE examination, 5 MCQ questions are given. So 5 MCQ questions are given in section A, biology paper. Now let us look at the one more question. So this is also important. Name the diagnostic test for typhoid. So we have, what is the diagnostic test for typhoid? The diagnostic test for typhoid is Vidal test. So this is named after the invention made by the scientist George Fernandez Vidal. In second question, name the two cells to obtain the specific immunity. So here, specific immunity. We have two types of immunity, innate immunity and acquired immunity. So this innate immunity is non-specific in nature, while this acquired immunity is specific in nature. So they work on all the pathogen enter our body, they work on only that particular type of pathogen. So you may get the question, name the components of the non-specific immunity. You may get this type of question, or you may also get name the cells to obtain the specific immunity. So specific immunity is the acquired immunity, while the non-specific immunity is innate immunity. So you should know all these things. Name the vector of the chikungunya. So vector of chikungunya. So this shows that it is not transferred through semen. So chikungunya is spread by the female Aedes mosquito. Here chikungunya as well as the dengue is spread by the female Aedes mosquito. In the fourth question, name the pathogen causing the malignant tumor. Not malignant tumor, it is malignant malaria. So name the pathogen causing the malignant malaria. Here Plasmodium falciparum. It is the malarial pathogen. It is that type of pathogen responsible for the malignant malaria. So this is the fatal form of malaria as well. Now let us look at the other questions. Fifth question, what is the reason for the shivering of the malaria infected person? So why is this shivering takes place? We have pathogen, that is the after invasion of the liver, these merozoites enter the erythrozoites. See, these erythrozoites are also known as RBC. They feed on those nutrients present in this RBC and develop there. This shows that during the rupture of the RBC, they produce a toxin named as hemozoin. This toxin is responsible for the shivering of the malarial patient. So this takes place in a cycle for about 3 days or 3 to 4 days. So if it is not taken proper steps to get rid of this shivering, it might become more dangerous for that person, and he may also be dead. When the tumor is said to be malignant. So when is this tumor is said to be malignant? The tumor is said to be malignant only when it shows metastasis. That is the invasion to all the parts of body. Until that it could not be malignant. So we have two types of tumor, benignant tumor and malignant tumor. Benignant tumor reside in a single place, while malignant tumor spread through all the parts of body by blood. This is the difference. So the malignant tumor shows metastasis, while the benignant tumor does not show the metastasis, and this is fatal in nature, this is not fatal, this is cancerous in nature, while this is non-cancerous in nature. So name the cells that produce antibodies. Here you should not get confused that name the cells that produce antibody. Here they are not given that also name the cell which assists in production of antibodies. They ask who produce antibodies. So this would be by B cells. So should not get confused that T cells assist in producing antibodies. Here they are asking about only the production of antibodies and not the assistance of this production. 8th question, give the scientific name of the pathogen for elephantiasis. So the scientific name for the pathogen of elephantiasis, we have two pathogen, that is Wucheria bancrofti and Brugia malai. I have already given all these names and all these questions. So these questions are given as important question. I searched in net as well as in some books and on got these questions. I have given more and more information in my videos. So please do check those videos and get more knowledge about this. Name the mosquito that spreads the malaria. So malaria is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito. So this malaria is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito. Name the fish that help in the eradication of mosquito. So this eradication of mosquito generally refers to the mosquito that causes the malaria. Yes, mosquito that causes the malaria, that is the female Anopheles mosquito. Here this usually grows in the fresh water. Gambusia also grows in the fresh water. They feed on the larvae of this female Anopheles mosquito or the Anopheles mosquito. Now after feeding on these larvae, no more mosquitoes are left behind in the water to survive and spread this type of disease. 11th question, odd one out. First one, virus, common cold, Salmonella, typhoid, a microsporum, filariasis. Here virus causes the common cold. This is right. Yes. Next, Salmonella, typhoid. Yes, Salmonella typhi and Salmonella paratyphi is the genus which spreads the typhoid. It is responsible for the typhoid. While microsporum, which usually causes the ringworm, it is a fungi. So filariasis is caused by Wucheria bancrofti. And Brugia malai. Here, disease-causing organism in plants and animals are called. So here, the disease-causing organism in plants and animals are called pathogen. All those disease-causing organism, whether it can be plant or it can be animal, everything is referred to as the pathogen. 13th one, where the sporozoites are produced that cause the infection in human. So these sporozoites are produced in the abdomen of the mosquito, that abdominal wall. This usually given as midgut wall. Next one, the genes that cause cancer are. So what are those genes that cause cancer? These are known as oncogenes or proto-oncogenes. SMAC. SMAC is a drug obtained from. So SMAC is the other name of the heroin. Heroin is the diacetyl morphine. So morphine is produced from the Papaver somniferum, that is the poppy plant. So please apologize for me for my handwriting. This is because I am holding my phone in one hand. I am writing, so sorry for that one. I have given the short notes of the human health and diseases in the description box as PDF, so you can download the PDF and take print so that you can easily learn those concepts in examination point of time. And as well, I have given the playlist of the common human diseases in the description and all my videos of this chapter, so that you can learn and get more knowledge about it. Now let us look at the leaderboard. Pravina Kalpana has answered all the questions. She has got 17 marks out of 20. and she got the first place. In the last question, she made a mistake that she answered both the Erythroxylum coca and Papaver somniferum. So please don't guess. Has lost the ability to differentiate between the self and non-self. So please check that out as well. Please look back again my video. So congratulations for your attempt, Pravina Kalpana. Thank you so much for your attempt. Please do like, share and subscribe as per goal so that you will get more and more videos. In the next video, I am going to teach purification and estimation of organic compounds from the 11th book. So please hit the bell icon and stay awaited for the next video.